Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Edge today, and we are back for some more Minecraft. Today we are going on to Tinker's server. Yeah, this is going to be a talkative episode because there's a lot going on, and suffice it to say, it's pretty cool, but it's pretty intimidating, and that's why today, to catch up on the episode, it's just an episode. We got set up in this world in a very nice way. It's really great that there wasn't really any restriction or troubles. It was just, yeah, no, you can join and do things. And for that reason, that's what we did. As you can tell, I did all the deep diving moments, and yes, was attacked by mobs, but I should have gotten food early, but that wasn't really a problem, I would suppose. I kind of liked the fact that pretty much all of the time that I've been on, there have been at least one or two people, usually. The intro, there happen to not be any, but that doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, no. So I have a sort of small island that I want to claim as my own in the world, and it's kind of a simple decision. I'm going to build something funny on top of it, but that wasn't the focus. The focus was just interact with people and see how things went. One thing that I kind of was disappointed with is not on this server, mind you, on my past servers, was that there barely was anyone online to even talk to. And yes, I didn't talk constantly here, but you can tell that I did have moments where I had long conversations even, because they were online. Yes, you don't have to speak all the time, every time, but it's nice when you can speak to other people. And that was amazing. So one of my goals was, let me get the spawn sort of nether portal sorted, and my own. It's kind of a nice way to do things. I did go, I can totally get more obsidian and do everyone else's portals, but half the people already had portals, so I just did the very little bit that I could. If somebody wants a portal, they can obviously chat to me. Yeah, I don't mind. And I will sit and spend the 10 seconds per obsidian to just dig it out. I don't really mind. Haha. I'll say that about 47 times, mind you. Yeah, so I kind of have this underground space that is sort of attached to my island, but mobs can spawn on this bridge. So I had to kind of set it up so that the bridge is safe, at least. And with that being said, it's just something that needs to happen is getting decent equipment and getting iron and a food source. And as you can see, I did a lot of fishing and got the fish, and that kind of helped with sorting it out. But I should probably build an epic farm. Duh. Yeah. My nether portal happened to be in a very interesting spot. And yes, I seem to be breaking that. That was the spawn one. But I chose to not break it. My nether portal is where we are at the moment. And suffice it to say, there's a remnant of a bastion right on top of my fortress. So I have a nether fortress plus bastion together. I should totally make something really cool with it, but not die too many times for no reason, I would believe. Yeah, and I got my first with a skeleton skull, but I kind of don't feel like doing things the normal way this time. So I headed back and took a look, and got to see where Tinker was, and he already had a portal, so it was a good thing that I didn't make it for him. But I spent a long time on boats. And here we go to spawn, and that was where we make the portal. It's a very simple mishmash of what happened, just because it would be boring seeing the setup again and again and again and again. As you can tell, I did spend a lot of time underground, just getting resources and getting the mob drops I needed. I don't think it was that impressive, so while there are some cool images that I get to show here, it was not particularly interesting. The creepers didn't really do too much to me most of the time, but I've got a really cool cave system, as you can tell, and with that cave system, it would be nice to build something underground again. I kind of feel like I'm siding towards needing to build something underground, and I haven't decided what to do, and it was a great way to get ender pearls that I needed. And yeah, that ender bro kind of threw himself into the water because he didn't like me, and it's his problem, right? Okay, so despite the darkness here, it was a really cool visual effect every now and then, and as you can tell, I died multiple times. I just didn't really get fully armored up. It's one thing about the distance that is troublesome. I kind of have certain simple limits, but that isn't a problem, it's not a complaint, it's just I have to be careful. Yeah, I kind of got enough of the resources set up that I'm very comfortable with what I've got. And yeah, I came and took a look, and that's Tinker77's farms, and I kind of started making this pathway up, and I realized I already had one for the spawn one, which was right there. So I kind of left it and just made a small pathway to the spawn one. It should be enough, I think. Yeah. The cooked fish is kind of lovely, but I kind of prefer sushi. I wish that we could do sushi in Minecraft. There are several mods and that are just for usability and friendliness, and suffice it to say, I don't mind at all. If they're wanted on the server, I'll go for it. I just thought, no, let me come and have some fun with other players, because I kind of miss everyone. And that makes it quite a lovely thing to do. And you'll notice my habit is I throw something out and then I pick it up. It's quicker than moving it into the position. I decided with the one egg that I got from a chicken that was running in the wild that I was going to try for a chicken, and boom! Yay! It's a very exciting thing, mind you. So I decided, let's go into the bastion a bit and get some of the loot, and I didn't die in the bastion, but it was just mark the way in and out and stay safe. See, look, the entrance to the fortress is right here. I am not faking it, this is legitimately a funny experience that I wouldn't expect. And I apologize for the brightness at times, but it's kind of unfortunate, but what can I do? Yeah, so we've done our bastion raid, and we've got our nether fortress, and I technically don't want to give spoilers for the rest of this episode, but you'll see something else that I found very soon. Yeah, it's kind of a spoiler, but what can we do? It is honestly too bright with that brightness up like that, but oh well. Gotta get mushrooms. And I went and got some blazes, Hint hint, nudge nudge. Guess what we needed to do? Besides eat the fish. As you saw, there was that skull. And all we do is derp our way down here and get more obsidian. There we go. Throw a torch in the wrong spot. Boom. We got back to the base. Get ourselves an ender chest, I think right over here. Yes, that should be fine. And let's light that blue and make it glowy. Now let's throw all of our important minerals in there, because that would be a good idea, I would believe. Sure, it's trusting everyone, but it's with the free knowledge of if you need something from a base, take it. If it's in the ender chest, you can just ask for it, and I'll probably give it to you anyway. I am friendly like that. Just, yeah, I'm not going to touch other people's stuff, and they're not going to touch my stuff. And that's how we live with it. And yeah, I've been busy farming the sugar canes that I can make books and make an enchanting setup. I know I can technically use somebody else's setup, but it kind of feels like cheating unless I've done it myself as well. That's why I didn't even take that one egg. I just found a chicken and followed it for 8 minutes, and then it spawned an egg for me. Yeah, it's do everything yourself as well, because it's kind of fun that way. So there you saw the main important things that I own, and yeah, don't really care further. It's pretty chilled. I kind of waited for that chicken to spawn an egg so that I can try again, and it took ages and ages and ages, but at this point I don't have another chicken yet, but it's kind of not a problem. We will deal with that when the time is right. So the next steps are kind of confusing. I decided, what do I want to do that is different? So the first thing that I thought of was I kind of need to get my food set up. And as you saw, the small farms and things, that doesn't quite count. It's a little too little. And for that, I kind of went, I suppose I could do the most arbitrary little farm. And with that being said, all it would take is a few simple resources and I could build it. This is sort of half of somebody's design, but half of my butchered design. I kind of want to work out more for it, but it's just a tripwire fish farm for food primarily. And that's why you can see I've got the tripwire stuff and not another chicken, but we can just use the note. And the very last thing I needed to do was actually start, but I kind of kept getting sidetracked. So let's get this little square going, and that should be fine. And I can put the water here. I think that should suffice. Look, no more chickens. And I kind of went, let's go get some more resources, because why not? Go all the way up into the darkness. And then all the way back down. As you can see, I enjoy this biltong, even though I probably shouldn't. Thinking about the size, I lift a half block, and as you can see, it sort of works. There are a few bugs at times, but I kind of have an automatic fish farm with a very tiny contribution to redstone that doesn't really matter. It's lovely to have a proper food source for now. I didn't really expect there to be other drops, but there were. No more chickens. And it's kind of close enough with the water to you that you get all of the drops, which is lovely. As much as it looks AFK, it really wasn't, and when the lag is up I have to let go and hit it once again, as you can tell here. It's interesting, but it's probably because I am basically on the opposite side of the planet. Yeah, I am a far distant person. Rest in peace. There we go, and we can cook things and get rid of things. I kind of decided to do something very different and did a little bit of snooping. I kind of calculated a point odd. Mathematically speaking, this was not very accurate. I kind of guessed the distance would go down here, and with that, and making a fence and then coming up, a fence gate mind you, I placed it, and that was for air, and I kind of realized I need to do another little simple thing just to solve this, and it was just getting through with sand. And look at that. I was naughty. Yeah, I was hoping for one of the chests to have a mending book. Now, I have the coordinates for this, but no spoilers for others. I was just looking for mending. I kind of wanted to keep my diamond pickaxe forever, and for that reason, that's why we need mending. So I ran around, and obviously it leads to the portal, which you'll see in a moment. It's got one eye so far, but if there's any trouble, not that anyone doesn't know how to find these, I can always give the coordinates. But I checked through the libraries and no mending. I basically left pretty much everything because I don't need it. I'm just looking for mending. Yeah, addicted to mending. A real first world problem, isn't it? And the second library didn't either. That was more of a disappointment, I would believe. And I got rid of the spawner because, I mean, there should be at least 3 more in this world so far. If somebody wants the spawner, they don't have to worry about it. And just going through the rest of the fortress, I didn't find another library, and that, when I looked back afterwards, I could see, oh, you can even see it from the ocean top. And I didn't even realize that. That was cute. So, a not quite auto fishing farm is one of the things that we've got, and an ender chest, a diamond pickaxe that doesn't have mending, and a nice-ish food farm. So I think that is okay, but that is the resources that we have, and it's where we're going to leave today, because we just need to continue enjoying this with all of the other community members that are regularly online. And sure, it doesn't show that they're online here, but I've had more interaction here than on Discord on the other server, and that is where we're gonna have to leave it today. And I hope you ladies and gentlemen enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Just for the slightest weird things, we're going to have some fun on this community server when we've got time. Cheerio.